everyone, today I'm going to be doing a DIY video on a couple Valentine's Day gifts. They're all fairly simple and I actually made them all pretty quick. So let's go ahead and get on into the first DIY. For this you'll need sticks, some spray paint, little tags, and stuff to decorate. Go ahead and take your sticks and you're going to spray paint them. I chose the colors black, white, and gold. So first I did them all solid. You might need more than one coat. And then on the black one, I just sprayed some gold on it and let it drip down the side. Then with my white stick, I took some tape and taped it around it, kind of leaving even gaps in between. And then took the gold spray paint and just sprayed it over the top, only on one side. Then once those dry, I'm going to go ahead and work on these little tags. On this one, I wrote "Stick with me." And then on this next one, I wrote "Would you be mine?" And it got a little washed out because my lights are so bright. But then I went ahead and took the yarn and put it through the hole and looped it through that hole. And the last one, I wrote "I'll stick with you." And I put these little diamond kind of gem stickies on it that I got at Michael's. And then I went ahead and did the same thing with some yarn and put that through the hole. So these are my 3 little tags that I made. And I'm going to go ahead, take off that tape from the white stick and see it leaves like these little white stripes, which I thought was really cute. And then tie a bow with my yarn to tie on the little tags. So as you can see, this is super simple, but I think it's so cute. And I like how I did the little puns. Oh, and I switched out the yarn on this one, just because I thought the striped one looked a little better than the brown one. The red and the white tags were definitely my favorite. The black one was still cute, but I don't know, I don't feel like it matched the other 2 as well. So once you tie on the little tags, you're all finished. So it's super simple. The longest part of this whole DIY is just letting the paint dry. And these are just the 3 little sayings that I came up with, some wood or twig puns that I could really come up with. And you can obviously write whatever you want on them. For this next one, I took some playing cards and I made a little garland with them and stuck some lights in it. I thought it was super cute. You can leave it up all year round. So all you need is cards, a bunch of different ribbon, some lights, scissors, and a hole punch. So I went ahead and took out the cards. I focused mostly on using the hearts and then the diamonds. I went ahead and started with the 6th card, and I punched the hole like right between the butt of the little hearts, and I used that as my guideline for all the cards. Then I decided I was going to use a black king and queen to put those in the center of my garland. And go ahead and do the same thing, just continue punching the holes in the cards you're going to use. And then I went ahead and laid out all my cards for how I was going to string them. You can do this before you punch the holes in them or after, it really doesn't matter. And then I went ahead and strung those onto the black ribbon. You can use any color ribbon you want. You don't have to stick with the theme of the colors, but I just thought I would for Valentine's Day. And once those are all on the string, I'm going to space them out, and leaving the same amount of space in between each card. It's pretty much like the space of another card in between each card, if you know what I mean. Then the knot that I did, it was kind of like a normal knot, but you don't pull the string all the way through so that you have this loop. And I did that just so that it was easier to hang. and you just pull the two ends to tighten that, but you want to make sure you leave that loop, so don't take your fingers out of the little hole. And then once you have this, I'm going to measure out a piece of ribbon, which is double the length of one card, and go ahead and cut that. You don't have to keep this measurement, but I mean, I don't know. And then go ahead and just cut a whole bunch of little pieces of ribbon. I did pick up a few different kinds of ribbon. And like I said, you can pick different colors, different patterns, it really doesn't matter. And I also cut some pieces a little bit longer than these, and I kind of just freehanded those. And then, super simple, I just took all those little pieces of ribbon and tied them around the black ribbon from one end all the way to the other, and I went back and forth filling in any gaps that I thought needed more ribbon. Then I took my lights. I just had these hanging around my house. They're battery operated, but you could also use just like regular string lights, like Christmas lights, preferably with a white wire. And I kind of measured those and grabbed the light that was in the middle and stuck that between the ribbon and just tightened it around the little light. So I'm going to keep doing that, making sure that the wire is behind the card, and then just sticking that little light through the knot in the ribbon and tightening it around the light so that it stays put. And continue that both ways. And then once we're done putting the lights through all the little knots on the garland, we are complete. And just hang that up, and it's super cute, super simple, and you can leave it up all year round if you wanted to. You could also use the black cards, and you can use any color ribbon, and it's perfect for all year round. Now to our last DIY. I think this was actually probably the easiest of all. What you're going to need is a blank canvas. This is a burlap canvas, 12 by 12. A sheet of scrapbook paper, same size, preferably red, just because the color will actually show through the canvas. And then a printout of anything you want to put on it. Mine says I love you, some string lights, some scissors, glue, and then you also need some tape. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out what I typed up on the computer. Like I said, you can type anything you want. Then I went ahead and tried to spray paint without taping down my little letters, and as you see, that didn't work out really well. So I went back and I put tape behind every single letter to keep those down. There is an easier way to do this. They sell like sticker paper, and you can print on that and then cut it out, and then it would just automatically, be like stickers that you can put onto your canvas. But I just went ahead and used regular printer paper. And then I decided I was actually going to go in with white spray paint first, put that all over, and then the gold. And then to make the letters stick out even more, I went over that with black spray paint. And then I took off my letters. And you don't want to spray too close to the canvas because you'll get those little dots that I got. They don't look bad, but still. And then just stick in all your string lights to the back. And I also measured these in the middle, so I had the even amount of lights hanging out from the bottom. And then I put glue all the way around the canvas and put my piece of scrapbook paper on top and taped down all the sides while it dried. And then once it's dried, take off the tape and voila! This was super, super simple, and I think it's super cute, especially when you have it hanging in your room and all the lights are off. It's really cute. You can really see the red from the scrapbook paper peeking through the burlap canvas. So you could do this also with a regular white canvas, but you're not going to be able to see the color from the scrap paper that I use in the back. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video. I put a lot of effort into it. I had never edited a DIY video before, and I didn't know it would take so long. But I really enjoy doing DIYs, so if you guys have any requests on anything you would like me to show you how to do, I would love to do that. Well, thanks for watching, and make sure to watch my last videos.